I'll let you say all that so I can put you on camera so I can show the whole world.
Sure
This is why I'm done with you. I don't want nobody thinking, oh, he think he got all that and this and that. No, you just said what you said. You got other men giving you money, and that's all I needed to hear.
I lied.
Ain't no lie, girl. Girl, I'm done with you.
No,
Girl, I am done with you. I'm done. Get out of here. I'm done.
She was shocked after being rejected by her backup plan. Got a video from Modern Dating here. Like the video, subscribe, path of progress. Let's get into it.
Boy, you so weak. Like, I'm talking to so many men that's way better than you. Like, and I don't even think you understand that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, I am. Like, men who out here who's willing to do anything for me. I can pick up the phone and say, hey, I need some gas money, and they sending it. But every time I call you, it's always a problem, and I'm tired of that.
Call him. If that's true, call him right now.
What you mean call him right now? I don't have to prove nothing to you. I can show I can show you my bank account and show you that I got at least 5 dudes that's sending me money.
Well, what's the problem, baby? If you got all these dudes sending you money, why are you hollering at me behind money if you got these people taking care of you?
First of all, because they not who I want. It's you who I want. But you can't even get your act right. Like, do you not know how that feels? Like, the person that you want can't even do what you ask for them to do. It's like, it's hard getting money from you. Like, do I gotta do something extra? All I gotta do is pick up, they say, hey, let's go eat. All I gotta do is go eat with them. And they giving me $300, $400.
Go be with them.
But with you is, well, what you did for me and all this. What you mean what I do for you? They not asking me that. What you mean?
Okay, there's more to this clip, but this is exactly why men don't like women with high body counts. Men don't like women that have a lot of men around them. Men don't like women that date multiple men. For this exact reason, she is constantly comparing you to these other dudes. Always. And here's the thing with comparison, man. She will constantly be focused on the 1% that you don't have. You meet 99% of her requirements, but that 1% this guy has or has had in her past. And she will be constantly thinking about that one thing. That 1% thing that just you don't have. You're perfect in all other regards, right? But he doesn't have a 6-pack. I guess I have to settle for this bozo loser that meets 99% of my requirements. Instead of being grateful for that 99% that you are getting. All right? So this is the massive, massive reason why men do not like women with a lot of male history, okay? And that is just one reason why men don't like that, by the way.
I'm just saying, like, they not asking me that, so I'm trying to figure out.
You know, I'm not gonna hate on no man, because I don't know what they got going on in their life. But I got houses, cars, companies. I pay hundreds of thousands a year in taxes.
Hell yeah, dude.
I pay property taxes, mud taxes.
Hell yeah.
I pay people.
So you basically ain't got
I take care of my family, my grandparents, my mamas, my daddies,
my
sisters, cousins. I just gave you a list about 30 things I gotta do. That's not even including water bills, gas bills, light bills, phone bills. I just gave you a list. I got you sitting in a nice vehicle right now. You see what I'm saying? And
that's
you tell
not mine.
I don't care what's for you, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Let me be real with you.
Okay.
And with that being said, if you want a little boy who stay in an apartment, who got a little car, who able to spend his little money, but he can't afford houses, he can't afford to pay.
Penthouses,
They can't afford to pay the franchise taxes on their businesses. They can't afford to pay the BOI to keep the businesses running. If you're not dealing with a man who actually makes more than me, I'm not talking about somebody who got more available funds right now. But if they bills only $3,000, $4,000, and my bills is $17,000 a month, bills. I ain't talking about fun money to go eat. I'm talking about bills. If they not competing with me on that level, baby, I think you should go with them, because I don't even want a woman who think that's small. Wow. You understand? So
okay, you got $500. You could have just said that.
I don't have $500 for you, because everything I do is luxury, baby.
Hell yeah, dude.
Now, if you want to be a part of this life, You
My
can.
man.
If you don't, let me know.
Okay, but I don't have to be a part of their life and they giving me money. So what's like, you know what? At this point, you just wasting my time, and I don't even understand why I even chose to deal with you. And are you really recording me right now?
Man.
Like, what's the point of that? Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point? Like, who you gonna show that to?
Hey, baby, I just wanna let you know, like, I ain't gonna lie. Once a woman start talking about other men to me, I'm done. So you might as well just wrap it up when we get home. Is that cool with you?
I'm not talking to you no more.
You ain't talking to me no
Nah,
more.
'cause you a op. Like, you doing op stuff. Like, I'm not talking to you.
Alright. I'll let you say all that so I can put you on camera so I can show the whole world.
Sure you did.
This is why I'm done with you. I don't want nobody thinking, oh, he think he got all that and this and that. No. You just said what you said. You got other men giving you money, and that's all I needed to hear.
I lied.
Ain't no lie, girl. Girl, I'm done with you. Girl, I am done with you. I'm done. Get out of here. I'm done.
Oh, she's a liar all of a sudden. She was trying to flex on him, saying, oh yeah, I got these other guys paying me $300 for dinner. That's so cool. Meanwhile, this guy's making tons more money. He could give her a lifestyle that even those guys couldn't give her. And he's like, no, you are not a quality woman. You don't belong in my life. Get out. Mad respect to this guy right here. She treated him like an option. She didn't treat him like the option. All right? Thought she could just use him as the backup plan, but nah. My dude knew his value. She proves why cars need to come with an ejector seat. Yeah, first dude handled that awful woman like a boss. Well done, sir. Yeah, exactly, man. He even got some content out of it, bro. At 1 minute, she is crazy. Her power play failed hard. Bro, exactly. This was a power play. This guy nailed it. She was trying to get this guy to submit to her, pay all of her bills, pay for her lifestyle, pay for her kids from 3 baby daddies, probably. But nope. My man was way too smart for that. Leave your comments below. Now let's get on with the show.
My name is Paige, and I've been on nearly 100 Hinge dates in the last year. No, that is not a joke. I recently counted, and I'm at 93 since last September. Well, obviously, I've learned a lot. I wanted to share it with you guys. First one is, if he wanted to, he would. I don't think that actually applies to dating. It's hard to put an expectation like that onto somebody when they're still getting to know you. Another thing, and this one may be shocking, a lot of the guys that are dating in the New York City area are in full-blown relationships. The only reason I've ever found out about these relationships is because I'm posting my dating experiences with you guys. Their girlfriends always end up DMing me about it. I think we should just be all more aware that the possibility of there being another woman and you being the side piece is way higher than you would ever think. Going off both of those first 2 points, you really do not know somebody early on in dating. The excitement of meeting somebody new, especially when a first or second date goes really well, sometimes a little bit blinded what is actually there, meaning there really isn't anything there. Words mean nothing if they're not going to back it up. Consistency matters way more than charm. When the effort drops early, it's probably not going to come back. I was dating this guy for 3 or 4 dates, or a date in, like the effort just stopped completely. When I brought it up to him, he tried to gaslight me. When you're dating a lot, I think it's really important to take breaks. All the people I know, I definitely date the most by a landslide. I do take breaks for myself. Now, like, it's been like nearly 2 weeks since I went on a first date, and I'm not going on another one till Wednesday.
Dude, this is wild. 100 dates in a calendar year. Insane. That is roughly averaging a date every 3 to 4 days. Damn. This is the thing, man. She goes out with 93 different guys, and not one of them were acceptable to her for some reason. This is a skill issue. This is a personal problem. The guys are not the issue. Okay, we all know that Tinder study, right? Where it's like 90% of women only swipe right on like 5% of the guys. It's something like that. So this tells you she is only swiping right on the high status guys. Obviously, because a lot of these guys have relationships, they step out. And we all know women only accept that if that guy is high value, okay? So that means she's going out with all these high status guys, and she can't lock down any of them. None of them. This is a skill issue. You are wasting your youth dating instead of actually looking for a man for marriage and long-term family. Wow.
Okay, I'm Riley.
Okay, for this next one, you guys might have seen this. This is the Riley girl, the failed dating interaction, but I wanted to cover it anyway, okay? Just because it's a very viral one. This has 100 million views on X, and I guarantee you it's more than that just across platforms. So let's watch it real quick and just see why it's viral.
Okay, I'm Riley. I'm 24. Riley. I'm from Houston, Texas. And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified, and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer, so I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago, and I honestly love any themed party. Like, those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is gonna be there for me.
Aww.
If any gentleman would like to get to know Riley more, please step forward.
Dead silence.
They're nervous. They're so
Anyone, come on. Hey Riley, we're gonna have you sit down, but thank you for introducing yourself.
So that's the clip that went insanely viral. As far as I understand, this is from a Mormon dating show. And by the way, there's a curtain in the middle as well, so they can't actually see each other. But this clip has everybody up in arms like, wow, why is this woman getting rejected? She seems so sweet and nice. Why is she getting rejected? Why do none of these guys want to date her? And here it is, bro. Can you feel it? It's spreading, all right? Men are understanding the game more and more. It's spreading. Men are starting to see and understand the game. They're starting to understand the modern woman playbook, and they don't want any part of it. So if this is a Mormon dating show, presumably everyone involved is quite religious. And she goes up there and she just starts listing off, oh, I'm adventurous. I want to go scuba diving and travel. That's basically all she said. I want to travel, have adventures. And those are the reasons why men should date her. Those are the reasons why these religious men should date her. Okay? I guarantee you, since these guys are religious, they're thinking, okay, well, I want a long-term woman, a woman I can take seriously, give children. She'll take care of my children. She knows how to keep a household. She knows how to take care of a man. All of these things, right? Where was any mention of anything like that? At all. She's 24 years old, not taking her life seriously at all. She doesn't mention anything, oh, I want to be a good wife for a good man. None of this. And then on top of that, man, a woman that's adventurous, woman that wants to go travel. Bro, these are red flags. These are not positive things. The way men see this, it's like, oh, this is a bill I have to pay for now. She likes travel. Oh, who's gonna pay for that? Huh? Who's gonna pay for more scuba diving lessons? That's the thing, man. She's 24. And it's not like that is that old or anything like that. But at that point, you would at least say, okay, well, I need to start settling down and finding a man. That's what you'd think. But no, it's just ditzy, la la land, going through the Disney fairy tale like usual. Oh, I'm just gonna do whatever I want until I'm 35, and then I'll have a kid and a great man. Just the usual modern woman playbook. Even inside of all of these religious groups and everything, you still see feminism. It is rampant.
I have a hot take on the Riley dating situation. The girl that put herself out there and got rejected on the dating show. Some of y'all might hate me, but hear me out. When I first saw that video, I was literally so sad and gutted. I was like, these guys are crazy. How do they not want her? But this clip keeps showing up on my For You page, and so I decided to go watch the full YouTube video. And I listened to it like 4 more times because I'm like, it's not adding up. Why do these guys not want her? Because it's a blind dating show. They can't see what she looks like. So we can't say, oh, they're so superficial. They're just after her looks. Or they don't like her looks. But it's literally just what she's saying. So what is she saying? She's really adventurous. Cool. She picked up some new hobbies that are expensive. And that's when it kind of clicked for me. To do those hobbies, you need to have money, you need to have time, and you need to be super adventurous. And they seemed kind of young. When I was that young, I did not have the means or the time to go do those things. And maybe they think, okay, I will not be able to keep this girl happy. I won't be able to go with her on the trips. That's why I think they did not pick her. My perspective completely changed. I think that's what happened because it's not based off looks. Because, yeah, at first I was super upset when I saw that no one stood up, nobody wanted her.
Oh my God, bro. Women genuinely have zero idea what men are looking for. Absolutely no clue. And again, these are religious guys. Where is the mention of family? Where is the mention of wanting to take care of a family? Where is the mention of wanting a good, God-fearing man? Where is any mention of what she offers, of what she brings to the table? Nothing. Not a peep. Honestly, man, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on this one, okay? But you just see these themes over and over and over and over, and there is never a learning moment.
I see a lot of men talk about accountability on this app.
Uh-huh.
But it's always directed at women.
Okay.
Why do you never direct it towards men? Why do you not want men to be held accountable for being deadbeats, players, and abusers? Is it because shifting the blame towards women means you don't have to be held responsible for anything? You're not the one responsible for changing your behaviour. Men who say this are outing themselves as the men to avoid because it screams of projection and deflection.
So basically she's saying that men that make this kind of content say women need to be held accountable, but they don't hold themselves accountable, or they don't hold men accountable, okay? And the thing is, they do. They do. A lot of guys that make this kind of content, they say, guys, get your shit together. Your life is horrible and it's your fault. If you aren't getting the results you want from life, it's your fault. You have to take accountability for your own life. Maybe there are some guys that only preach accountability toward women, but I'm not seeing them. And by the way, just notice how her making this video was also just ducking accountability. Oh, damn, there's that accountability. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Floyd Mayweather with these dodges, man.
Okay, I was out of the dating scene for quite a few years, and now that I'm back in it, I have some observations that I need to explain. I don't think the dating scene sucks, okay? I think it's just different. Number one, millennial men have given up on dating. I literally think that's why older women are going for younger men, because millennial men just don't care anymore. I think they've just have thrown in the towel, because I think girls are really mean, and it brings me to my next point. Like, the girls are so mean to them, but then they want a man at the same time. Like, it just doesn't make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense. That was my second point, is that women hate men more than ever, especially millennial men. I don't know Gen Z women, okay? I'm not friends with them. They don't want to be friends with me. They hate men more than ever, but they still want a man. Okay. And then my third point, there is, I don't know what happened, but now nobody posts their significant other.
I think for the millennial guys, kind of like what she's saying, I think a lot of them are just, just call it. No, I'm good, man. No more of this. They're just totally done with the dating market. Or let's be honest, still a lot of them are super plugged in. They're still super plugged in. I know a lot of millennial guys that are just super simps, plugged in, blue pill, whatever you want to call them. And they're basically just not having any dating prospects because they don't understand the game. They don't understand, they're not getting what they want because they are simps. That's what it is, bro. And the thing with Gen Z, it's kind of interesting because I think you have just hyper ends of both sides of the spectrum, where you have these like super soft guys. You can't even call them men. They're just adult boys. Super soft. But on the opposite side, I see a lot of hope in Gen Z, honestly. The Gen Z men, some of them are super based, but that is mainly the growing trend that I'm noticing. It's just that the extremes are becoming more extreme. The character archetype that would usually lie in the middle doesn't really exist anymore. You're either the red-pilled based Chad alpha guy or the blue-pilled soy boy simp that is wearing dresses and skirts and changing his gender and all that. That is really what you see with a lot of the Gen Z population.
I'm in my mid-30s, which means I'm at the age where I'm watching all of my friends get pregnant and actually keep them. And it's funny watching a bunch of former party girls transition into motherhood, because they all start saying things like this. They'll say, oh, we're going to start trying to have a baby
in a couple of months, we're gonna start trying to have a baby next summer. And it's like, oh my God, I remember when you had chlamydia from sleeping with a guy named Squid at this skater punk trap house.
Yikes. Bro, that is so true, dude. This is another reason why men generally aim younger, all right? Because if she's, you know, in her 30s, man, she has a past with a guy named Squid in a trap house. That's hilarious. And you're just this simpy beta bob guy running along. Yeah, I'll wife you up. Wow, I can't wait to get this prize.
Can someone please tell me why it's taken me till I was 32 years old to realise that the best life is the single life? There is so much peace in my life right now. And honestly, for anyone going through heartbreak, peace. Pure peace. Remember, it's a redirection, not a rejection. Mwah.
Congratulations, you're alone. Enjoy life.
Don't understand how the most basic level men can leave America, travel to these other countries, and just pull absolute tens, like the hottest girls that you will ever see. And these men, like men that we wouldn't even look twice at, are just pulling them and convincing them to date them. Like, I truly don't understand it. Can someone please explain to me how this is happening and how these men are able to get away with it? Also, like, how can we stop this?
How can we stop this? This is so awful. Dude, what's funny to me is every time a woman makes a video like this, you know, like shaming the passport bros and all of that, what they don't realize is they always just end up making an ad for being a passport bro. Every time. They always say, hey guys, have you heard of these things called a passport bro? It's these guys, they found out that American women have bad attitudes, they're strong, independent, they don't need no man. They don't bring anything to a relationship, they're mean to you. So what these guys are doing, they're going overseas and they're finding fit, feminine, friendly women that are attractive and nice to them. Can you believe that? And it's like, yeah, I can believe it. Yeah, it's very believable. Every single time they make videos like this, they are just advertising the movement, if you want to call it that, even further. The guys are just thinking, what? I can get a woman that's more attractive, that's nicer to me, and not going to give me a headache? I just have to go over the ocean and that's it? Yeah, yeah, that's it. Oh, okay, I'll just do that. I'll just do that.
I asked him to buy me a $60,000 necklace, obviously, and he was like, you don't even have shoulders, how you gonna wear a necklace? And I was like, what? Have you ever seen a necklace? It's not a jacket, it's for a neck. And guess what?
What?
3 tiny acts of feminism you can do right now.
Don't move over for a man on the sidewalk.
Right.
Statistically speaking, men don't move out of the way and women do. Remove sorry from your vocabulary unless you are at fault or apologizing for something. Sorry to bother you, or sorry, I just had a question. No. Obviously, don't do anything you're not comfortable with. But manspread on public transportation. Take up space.
Take up space,
do
lady.
It. You do not have to rush clean. You do not have to rush to figure out your order.
Yeah, we're taking our damn time.
We're taking our time. Wearing bold or hyper feminine clothing. Dressing for the female gaze.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Start responding to emails with thanks, period, sent from my iPhone.
And thanks spelled THX, period.
You go, boss babe. Be single forever. You do you. Clips like this are just so wild, man. This is literally just a guide on how to be as unpleasant as possible. And the feminists are just eating this up. Oh yeah, I want to be unattractive. Yes, nice. Good Lord.
Well, apparently when you show up to Home Depot like this, nobody comes to help you or ask you out on a date. It's interesting.
Can I hold your hand?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because I compromised.
Well, you're compromised?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I have a go.
You're married?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good job.
Okay. Bye.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
You don't like to hold hands?
No.
I see an American flag, I immediately look at that I'm like, that person's probably a bitch. That person's probably a homophobe. That person's probably a racist if they're just flying American flags out.
And the interesting thing is, when I see a woman with piercings, dyed hair, lots of tattoos, I know their entire ideology. Isn't that interesting? These are your team colors. That's what they are.
Oliver Anthony's wife waited until he was worth millions of dollars and then divorced him and took half his shit and half his money because, of course, she did. Like, y'all remember the rich man of Richmond guy, Oliver Anthony? You know, he put out that one song and just blew up. Yeah, he made the smart decision of contacting Joe Rogan after he blew up and was like, what should I do? Because all these record companies were offering him millions of dollars. And he took Joe Rogan's advice to not sign with any of them because Joe Rogan knew he was going to get screwed. So he banked on himself and became worth way more than those record companies were offering. But then his wife filed for divorce, and she didn't only want half of what he was worth now. No, she wanted 60% of all future earnings. 60% of everything this man makes for the rest of his life. That's what she wanted. I just want to remind you that they were poor. This dude was selling farm equipment and she was happily married. But I guess suddenly he just became a bad husband. Yeah, sure, that's what it was. But anyway, so that's the story behind his new hit single, Scornful Woman, which, if you listen to it, I think it perfectly explains what type of woman he was married to.
A story like this tells me there is something else going on with this one. Because you would actually think, oh, she would want to stay around longer. Actually, oh, she's with a man that she loves. They may not have that much money, but they make it work. And then all of a sudden he starts to get really successful and makes a lot of money. You'd think, oh, well, yeah, she'd be super happy with that. She'd be super grateful for all of his hard work and all that. But for some reason it doesn't click and she just wants the money. She wants to nuke her family, get rid of the guy. Really tells you a lot about this woman's character and the kind of person she is.
I wish I knew before becoming a bop and joining the industry. People will send videos to your family. They will stalk your father. They will show up at your father's house even when he doesn't live in the same state as you. And then they'll send you pictures at his door, which is really cool. You'll lose friendships over it that you didn't expect to lose, and people will be more judgmental even when they've known you for years and know who you've been for years. They will still judge you enough to not be friends with you anymore. Dating will always be different. One, you're making a lot of money, you're getting a lot of attention, and you're saying things for views that people are taking quite literally. Just use your brain. Lastly, just FYI, the second you make a page, you're put into a category of SW workers and people don't distinguish any part of it. It doesn't matter how much you're doing on that page, you will be seen the same as girls who are doing full-blown videos on PH and everything with a lot of people, which there's nothing wrong with any of that. It's all sick, but just so you know, people will just assume that you're also doing.
She does OF because of course she does, and she's explaining all of the side effects of how it affected her life, basically. To some extent, I almost appreciate videos like this because it's like a public service announcement saying, hey, if you get involved in this type of work, it'll basically ruin your life. It'll change your life forever. But that being said, all of this stuff is definitely true. And that's the one thing that women need to know. They need to know that entering this type of work, SW, joining OF, this is the equivalent of selling your soul. This is the equivalent of selling your soul for money and attention. That's what it is. It will ruin your family relationship. It will ruin your friendships. It will ruin any relationships that you might have, all because you wanted fast money. That is what will happen. If you decide to do this, if you decide to sell your soul, your life will be different from there on out. Forever.
I paid him for his lakefront condo. Check the deed. It was his. I loved him hard while I took birth control shots and pretended we were having fertility issues. I wanted a clean break after our 5th year marriage. No kids, no loose ends, just me taking the condo or half its value. After year 5, I moved out and filed for divorce. I gaslit him into thinking he was a horrible husband and man. My divorce attorney informed me that the property owner listed as Johnny, not my husband, Johnny. His mother owns the condo. I'm not entitled to anything. I've wasted 5 years with him, and now I think I at least want to get a child out of the marriage because there's money in his family, but he won't come near me. How do I rekindle the love he used to have for me?
No.
His family members are working around the clock just to keep me away.
Yep.
Legally, I'm still his wife. Help.
Yeah. No, you messed around. You see, you didn't do your homework. You playing a game.
Men are smartening up, man. That's a way to do it.
Know, like within a month, if you're wife material. They know very, very quickly if they want to marry you or not.
A month? We know within like a few days. Like I said in the previous video, we just let you guys talk and you just tell on yourselves. And the boys can relate with me on this. You'll say one thing and all of a sudden, the only thought that's running through our head is that this specimen of human will never birth children from me. That's for damn sure.
Like the video, subscribe, stay on the path of progress. I'll see you later. Oh shit.